What's up everyone, Vitaly here, and in this video I want to show you how to find how many searches a keyword gets in Pinterest. And this is super duper important because if you're targeting keywords in Pinterest to get traffic from to your website, obviously it's better to target keywords that get thousands and even tens of thousands of searches versus hundreds. But if you don't know how many searches a keyword gets, you're basically shooting in the dark, and it makes it much more difficult to create pins. And the basic idea behind getting a lot of traffic from Pinterest comes down to these three things. You find highly searched keywords, you make pins on those highly searched keywords, and then you rinse and repeat by finding more popular keywords and making more pins, and then just keep continuing to do that. And what happens is that you increase the chances of getting more exposure for your pins because you're targeting highly searched keywords, and therefore you also increase the chances of getting more traffic back to your website from Pinterest. Now, there's two ways that I'll be showing you how to do this. The first way involves a two-step process, which is completely free. And the second step is just basically using this keyword tool, which I'll be showing you, where you just type in the keyword here and you get all the data immediately. Now, the only drawback of this one is that even though you can get started with this keyword tool for free, there is a paid subscription to it later, but I do highly recommend it if you're serious about Pinterest, because this really simplifies the whole process of Pinterest success because it's way more than just a keyword tool. I'll be getting into all of the details of that in this video, but the first thing I want to mention is that if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Vitaly, and I'm someone that makes a living on the internet and helps anyone that's new or struggling to do the same. I cover the subjects of affiliate marketing. I do that for a living. Here's some of my stats in this business. I also do things like send traffic to my website and make money from putting ads on that website. I've also basically done YouTube affiliate marketing, SEO, traffic generation, a whole bunch of other stuff, and I teach that to you on this channel. You're welcome to look through my videos, ask me any questions that you want, like, share, subscribe, all of that stuff. But the main message I want to get across is that if you're new or struggling to the business and you need help, you're welcome to check out a link that I'll leave below this video to a free course that I created that's very beginner friendly and teaches you the baseline fundamentals of what you need to succeed on the internet. I highly recommend it if you're looking to get started with this stuff. It's free to get started with, it's very beginner friendly, and you're welcome to check out more information about that in the description of the video. But getting back to the main subject. The first method of finding how many searches a keyword gets in Pinterest is to go through a two-step process, and this is completely free. The first thing you want to do is you actually want to find a keyword that's searched in Pinterest. Then what you want to do is you want to do a special search on Google, which involves using a Pinterest search, which I'll show you, and then Pinterest will actually tell you how many keyword searches that particular keyword gets. So let me actually explain how this works, because me saying that right now can sound very confusing. So here's the first part. I'm in Pinterest right now in the Explore option, where you have the option to type in a keyword, and I'm going to type in Gatlinburg. Now, Gatlinburg is the name of a popular town near a national park called Great Smoky Mountains. And in my personal case, I'm doing a search for this keyword because I have a nature blog that talks about places to visit, national parks, popular towns near national parks, so it just makes sense for me to do keyword searches on this kind of stuff. But getting back to the main point, once you do a keyword search in Pinterest, what you're looking for is the fill-in options over here. So sometimes just typing in this is enough. You see Gatlinburg over here, but then you'll see other options, and generally they're arranged from the most popular at the top to the least popular at the bottom. But all of these are keywords that get searches in Pinterest. However, the problem is if, let's say, I click on this one that says Gatlinburg, Tennessee, I'll get all of these pins, but there's no, I don't know how many searches this keyword gets based on this. I don't know how popular this pin is. I don't know how popular the keyword is. And this is where the second step of the first method comes into play. What you want to do is after you type in the keyword, you're going to choose one of them. So in this case, after I typed in Gatlinburg, you're going to want to choose one of these keywords and go into Google and type in this format, which I'll leave in the description below this video. It's site:/pinterest.com/ideas, and then where it says keyword, this is where you're going to replace the keyword that I wrote with the keyword that you're using in Pinterest. In my case, I'm going to replace that with, let's say, Gatlinburg. I'm going to type in this way, Gatlinburg, Tennessee. So I'm just going to copy that, and I'm going to do it this way, and then I'm going to click Google search. Now here's the thing. You won't always get the immediate keyword at the top. Sometimes you'll have to scroll down. So here it's where it says Gatlinburg, Tennessee. So when you get something like this, this is what you click on. and you're going to get a completely different search result than you did when I did a search over here. But guess what? This is where you're going to get the data for how popular the keyword is, and here it is. See how it says 39K people searched this. And this is how you know that this keyword, Gatlinburg, Tennessee, is a popular keyword. So 39,000 people searched this, okay? So the same thing goes for other keywords that you type in. So let's say instead of Gatlinburg, Tennessee, let's do Gatlinburg, Tennessee, things to do in. So I go back into Google, and where it says Gatlinburg, Tennessee, I'm going to replace that with Gatlinburg, Tennessee, things to do in. See how this pops up? Now I click on this, and now I see we couldn't find that idea. Try searching one more just like it. Now sometimes you'll get results like these, unfortunately it happens, in which case you're going to want to do a different keyword search. So sometimes you can type in something like, well, what about just Gatlinburg? Let's see that, or Gatlinburg. Let's do just Gatlinburg. So let's type that in and see what pops up. So see how it pops up over here? I click that and see how it says 4K people searched this. So if I made pins that targeted the keyword Gatlinburg, I know that I'm creating pins on a keyword that gets searched 4,000 times. And this is based on a 30-day report, I believe. So that one, which was Gatlinburg, Tennessee, is probably the one that I would want to make pins on because 39,000 people searched for that. So give this a shot, see how this works. Now sometimes when you do searches for this, you'll get other keyword searches, like it says Gatlinburg, Tennessee in March. And if you click on that, you might be able to find that, but only 64 people search for this. So it doesn't really make too much sense for me to do pins on that because it's just not popular. What about Gatlinburg photography? 34 people searched this. So now at least I know where I should spend my time and energy creating which pins, and that in this case would be Gatlinburg, Tennessee pins because that gets 39,000 searches, right? So that's the first method. Let's move on to the second method. And the second method is real simple. You're going to use the tool called PinClicks, which you can get a 5-day free trial for. I'll leave a link below this video with a coupon code if you're interested in checking it out. You can check it out for 5 days free. Use this tool and just really save time. And all you do is just type in things like Gatlinburg in the keyword search, and there it is. These are all the searches that pop up. And so that's all that there is to it. Now sometimes, let's see if we type in Gatlinburg. Let's do Tennessee. Tennessee, I believe that's how it's spelled. Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Let's go to the very top. There it is, Gatlinburg, Tennessee, 39,000 searches. Remember how I did a keyword search in Google for Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and it said 39K? Well, guess what? This basically makes it more accurate. So this confirms the first method. The first method is better if you're just kind of trying to dip your feet in the water to see how this all works, do it for free. But this is way better because it just saves you more time from doing that two-step process and all of that. Plus, at the same time, this keyword tool will give you even more keyword options and alternatives where you don't have to go back into Pinterest and look them up. You'll know from this report right here which ones are popular and which ones are worth putting your time and energy into. And that goes for any other keyword that you type in here. And so that's how the methods work. I hope that this was helpful. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comments section below. But once again, so I'll leave a few links below this video. The first one will be to that free beginner course that teaches you the fundamentals of how to make money online that I talked about earlier. The second one will be to the PinClicks program if you're interested in checking that out. It's way more than just a keyword explorer, and they do give you tutorials on how to succeed in Pinterest because it's made by one of the leading authorities in Pinterest traffic generation, Tony Hill. I highly recommend it. But other than that, you have all the resources to now find out which keywords that you're looking to create pins on in Pinterest are actually popular or not, and therefore you can make more intelligent decisions as to targeting which keywords are the most popular. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone.